Welcome back to Calle Dos Cinco Live here in historic Capitol Hill in Oklahoma City. We are excited to be back with you this Friday. We've had our little winter storms this week. Everybody got to build snowmen, so it's been a great week. We are here in the Nacional building, one of our longest running businesses here in historic Capitol Hill. A longtime supporter of Calle Dos Cinco, so thank you to Nacional for hosting us. And we are here to talk about our new project. Very excited to announce, and some of you have already seen some of the media going on about it. But I'm going to talk to you about that with my friend Daisy Munoz.
Hi everyone. Thank you for having me, Gloria.
You bet. So Daisy and I both work with Calle Dos Cinco in historic Capitol Hill.
Yes.
So for Daisy has a very specific role that she is fulfilling in the district. And it has a little bit more to do with some of the arts and fun activity types of things that we do here in the district. So, Daisy,
yes.
You came on board early this summer, late spring, and you had a couple of different jobs, but then we had a specific board meeting that directly outlined what your next project was going to be for the rest of the summer. And that rest of the summer has turned into, we're now in December.
Yeah.
So, tell us about this project.
Yes. So in one of the board meetings that we have that I got luckily enough to shadow, one of the board members mentioned, we should have, a friends group here in Calle Dos Cinco. And basically the idea of a friends group that a lot of different districts have is just that it's a group of people who visit the district, who volunteer, who know about the district, and they just really want to be involved. And so I was like, I know a lot of people who want to be involved in Calle Dos Cinco, like they just don't know how to be involved. So then I came together with Gloria and we talked about it, and we decided to kind of, kickstart off Friends of Calle Dos Cinco.
So that kick-started from the conversation that we had with our board members.
Yes.
And that was way back in, April? May?
I want to say June.
June.
Yes.
So it was back there. And so Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, it's not a brand new concept that we made up. We've seen something similar to this in other districts.
Yes, we have.
Where have we seen some?
Uptown 23rd Street. I know Paseo has some, and I also know the Plaza, they have their own little subsections of Friends for the districts. Yeah.
Very good. So Friends is just really people who are really passionate about the community and just want to be more a part of it, want to be more a part of Calle Dos Cinco.
More engaged in what's going on, kind of keep being updated with the different events that are going on, volunteer opportunities, new businesses are coming in, changes to the district. We see Oklahoma City is growing a lot, especially we're getting a lot of new development to the south side. And so in a couple of years or sooner or later, that's going to kind of come our way. And so, we got to be updated and kind of know what's around in our surroundings. That way we can, be part of it as well and kind of curate our home, the space that we live in, the way that we want to. And so really Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, what we're going to do with that is kind of just hopefully bring in, more people that aren't familiar with the district or people that are familiar with the district, because I know Fiesta de las Americas brings a lot of people into the district, but we kind of want to keep that same engagement throughout the year. And
so Daisy, Friends of Calle, so as a district, Calle Dos Cinco focuses on primarily economic development through community development.
Yes.
But Friends of Calle Dos Cinco has a little bit of an extra focus on the arts.
The arts, yes.
So tell me, how'd you get this ball rolling, engaging the arts with Friends of Calle Dos Cinco?
Yes. So as we kicked off Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, we're creating the idea of it. We're like, we need a brand because nowadays, social media presence is very important, and that's how you get out your message across. So we're like, we need something that's going to stand out, something that's going to bring us together and give us kind of inspiration and hope for these new projects that we want to come to life. So we kind of just were like, well, how are we going to do that? Who's a graphic designer or who can create this image? And we all knew of people who do kind of do this work, graphics, arts, and whatnot. But we were like, well, wouldn't it be cool to have like a database of like all these different artists that do that? And then we're like, well, how are we gonna pick who's gonna do our logos? So then we kind of had an idea to start a contest for the logo design for Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, and that was one of like kind of the first initiatives that we kind of came up with. Like, okay, well, you know, we can bring all these artists and let them know about Calle Dos Cinco and let them know about Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, and also kind of just like tour them around the district, show them what we're trying to do, show them what we're about. And so that's kind of what we started first with. In July, we kind of put the call out, and we asked, you know, community artists to come and meet us and learn a little bit about the contest, learn a little bit about the district, and then kind of, you know, put them to work and have them design all these different logos. We had, I think, a little bit more than 15 community artists submit their logos, and then through the Calle Dos Cinco page, we had these logos on a poll, and then the community members got to participate by liking, sharing, and commenting on these different logos, and then we got the winner with the person who had the logo that had the most likes.
So from the very beginning, your goal was to engage community artists. And tell me, what's your definition of what a community artist is? Do they have to be able to draw?
No, a community artist, no, there's so many forms of different artists. So there's people who paint, there's people who do graphic design, there's musicians, there's people who love to embroider, there's people who do spoken word, there's authors, there's many forms of artists. And I feel like in the Latino community here in Oklahoma City, there's so many artists out here, but there's no congregation of them. And so we really hope to, as Calle Dos Cinco starts to redevelop, and, you know, we get to make this district our own space, we are hoping to, you know, engage more artists and make them believe that more comfortable,
Yeah.
make them believe this is their space, and that they're
Basically creating a platform
Yes.
for Latino community artists.
yes, ma'am.
Whether that be drawing or singing or acting
Yes.
or whatever it is.
Whatever their form of art, Calle Dos Cinco, the district, and not just us, the community members, want to uplift that and want to show them that we support their work, we support what they do, because art is important, art inspires us, it motivates us, it keeps us going a lot of times, and you know, we really kind of need that space and for the Latinos, Latinx communities here in Oklahoma City. So that was
Right.
one of the missions for Friends of Calle Dos Cinco.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the goal was to kind of put the call out for community artists, and this was going to be one of the first projects for Friends of Calle Dos Cinco reaching out saying, hey, we want to invite community artists to come be a part of our growth here in Calle Dos Cinco in historic Capitol Hill. And so what a better way than to put it out there as a contest. And so from this contest, you were able to attract a lot of artists and a lot of art examples. And then we handed it over to our board members. Once we got the top three.
Yes, their choices, top 3 choices. Yeah.
So our board members picked the top 3.
Yes.
And then those top 3 went out to public votes. And so each artist, if they were smart enough, which I think they were, they told all their friends about the art that was being displayed. And then, so they got to get those votes, those public votes in. So from there, we said we're going to leave it up to the community, whichever design the community wants to pick that best represents Calle Dos Cinco and what we're about, then that's going to be our logo for Friends of Calle Dos Cinco. So we did that, and we got a selection.
Yes, we did. But before we revealed that, we kind of, after we got the logo, we wanted to do an event, which, COVID has kind of kept, public events kind of down. And so then we thought we were in the clear just because we were going to minimize space and whatnot. So we decided to do an artist open house, and where we kind of gathered several community artists, and we're going to display their work in this new studio that opened up in Calle Dos Cinco, Studio 1984 Studios, by Matt Miller. And so we hope to have like a come and go gallery. We're going to have several artists. We're going to have Cynthia Garcia. We're going to have Yvick. We're going to have others And unfortunately, because the COVID cases were rising, we decided to cancel that event. And so now we are hosting the artists that were supposed to be at this event, highlight at this event. We're hosting a series of Calle Dos Cinco live interviews, interviewing them and and showcasing their work that they would have at the studio. So this is a virtual way of having the event and still highlighting the artist. And, because of COVID, we really want to minimize,
So we're going to go from introducing our Friends of Calle Dos Cinco program. Tell me about the Calle Dos Cinco and how do you become a friend of Friends of Calle Dos Cinco?
Yes. So on our website, what is our website? HistoricCapitolHill.com. Yes, there's a tab called Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, and then it tells you a little bit more about Friends of Calle Dos Cinco. We're a group of community members who support the local businesses there. We promote public art, community artists, and we do that by also curating community between each other. And so you click join now, and then from there, it's asking you for your name, your number, your information. That way we can contact you with updates, volunteering opportunities. And it's also asking you for a payment of $25. There is a membership fee, but that fee directly goes to district, and then from that, the benefits of paying that, you get a free t-shirt, you get a Loteria card for our business district rewards program that we have. And so basically how the Loteria card works is that you visit the restaurants on the card, and then you get a little stamp, and then once you complete the whole card, you get stamps on all of the businesses, you receive a prize from the district, begin from us too. Yeah.
Everybody who turns it in gets a prize?
Yes, everybody. But there is rules. It's in the back of the card, and as long as you follow all the rules, you will receive a prize, and that prize is being collected from the board members and community members. So
everybody.
As long as you're a friend of Calle Dos Cinco, there's a special reward system that you have access to. Not just anyone has access to it. So if you're a true supporter and you support this district, sign up, get a t-shirt, rock our swag, and help out the businesses and support them and complete the Loteria card.
Okay, the biggest thing with Friends of Calle Dos Cinco is we know a lot of people just want to be a part of and support the growth in the community. And so we invite you to join us through Friends of Calle Dos Cinco. Your $25 membership goes towards supporting the efforts that we have with empowering our community here. So from Friends of Calle Dos Cinco, one of the primary focuses is going to be the arts, highlighting the arts. So as Daisy mentioned, we are going to start highlighting some of the local artists that we had planned on highlighting through an in-person event. We're going to go ahead and take this now into our virtual celebration of our local artists. So we're going to start with Daisy. We're going to start with our first artist that we want to highlight, and tell us who that is and why are we highlighting this person?
All right, our first artist that we're going to highlight is Victor Acosta, who is the winner of our Friends of Calle Dos Cinco logo contest. So welcome, Victor.
Okay, so we're going to welcome Victor, and Victor is the artist, the graphic artist, graphic design artist who designed our one and only, very unique Friends of Calle Dos Cinco logo. Victor, bienvenido.
Gracias.
So, Victor, are you more Spanish or more English?
Spanish.
Más español, muy bien.
Sí.
So, we're bilingual around here. Bienvenido. Primeramente, felicidades por ser seleccionado como el logo de nuestro distrito.
Muchas gracias. Pues yo mi nombre es Víctor Acosta, como me lo han dicho, soy diseñador gráfico, pero me considero como un artista visual,
¿sí?
El cual es darle vida a los pensamientos de las personas.
Muy bien.
Entonces, negocios y todo eso. Entonces, algo que me motivó mucho aquí a entrar al concurso,
sí,
es de que está cerca de mi comunidad,
sí,
y soy muy aportador en eso de ¿cómo se dice? Apoyar a la comunidad.
Muy bien, muy bien. Víctor, no solamente eres artista de diseño gráfico, pero también trabajas aquí mismo en Capitol Hill.
Así es. Ahorita se puede decir que tengo ya 3 años como diseñador gráfico en el Nacional.
Muy bien.
soy yo el que le da, le da se puede decir, imagen a muchos de los artículos que salen en el periódico, notas y todo eso. Entonces, a veces la historia viene más representada con una imagen.
Sí.
O sea, entonces, eso soy yo.
Ok, muy bien. Entonces, pues le damos de nuevo las gracias al señor King, Randy King, por darnos la oportunidad de hacer esta entrevista aquí. Pero queremos hablar acerca del logo que nos hiciste. ¿Qué representa y cómo resultó este logo?
Una de mis primeras ideas, cuando yo vi que lanzaron el concurso de Calle Dos Cinco, lo primero que se me ocurrió fue de que buscar algo icónico de Calle Dos Cinco. De hecho, estuve haciendo como mi investigación de qué se puede representar en Calle Dos Cinco. Y una de las primeras cosas que me salió fue el edificio Yale, el cual está, pues es histórico, ya tiene muchos años. Entonces, lo que dije, es algo icónico, algo cultural. Entonces, y como el concepto era de amigos Calle Dos Cinco, entonces quise representar que aquí es un lugar donde se puede, eventos donde la comunidad va a estar dentro, como decir que...
es un lugar donde se puede reunir.
Sí, la comunidad. Por eso fue ¿cómo se llama? El edificio que por mí me representa más Calle Dos Cinco. Y es por eso los colores y todo eso fue como atraerlos como no tan alegre en el decir que colores muy fuertes, sino porque a lo mejor va a haber eventos donde van a estar en la noche, si se puede. Entonces quise poner esos colores un poquito menos brillantes y todo eso para que eso quiera decir que, o sea, todo el día puede ser un evento de Calle Dos Cinco.
Muy bien, muy bien. Pues, the iconic building of Yale Theater has been here since 1911. It was enclosed in 1915. So, today, por muchos años, antes veíamos, era cine latino aquí. Teníamos películas aquí en español. Luego de allí cambió a varias otras cosas, pero más recientemente compraron el edificio y lo han remodelado y parece que ya todo el mundo lo conoce. Como dices, es un edificio icónico que todo el mundo lo conoce, que es parte de Calle Dos Cinco o parte de Historic Capitol Hill. So, se me hizo muy bonito el logo, pero yo no tuve voto. Tuvo que ser el público y la mesa directiva, pero estamos muy contentos con lo que han escogido. Aparte de este logotipo, háblanos un poquito del otro arte que has hecho, los otros trabajos. Quizás hay algunas otras cosas que conocemos o que quizás no.
Sí. Para dar antes de terminar con el logo, de hecho hay una foto donde yo me basé para ilustrar el edificio. O sea, hay una foto de años, o sea, la ilustración es de una foto real. O sea, entonces de ahí sale el edificio. Entonces, eso fue también algo que dije, no es solamente yo imaginármelo, sino es una foto muy antigua que la busqué en el internet. Y ahí me saqué la idea.
Muy bien.
Sí, pues como yo les decía, soy diseñador gráfico y tengo ilustrador, pero me considero como un artista visual, donde, como les dije, les doy imagen a los pensamientos o las ideas de varios negocios, de compañías y de escuelas. O sea, entonces, aquí hay algunos...
Vamos a ver los diseños que has hecho.
Sí, como aquí les quisiera enseñar, son algunos restaurantes. De hecho, aquí tengo uno que es de Anita Martínez, del mariachi. Fue un logo que también hice en una cuando yo trabajaba en una compañía, pero mi idea y todo eso. Entonces, o sea, como diseñador, me gusta enseñar, o sea, lo que yo he hecho. Eso fue cuando trabajaba en una compañía anterior. como acá he trabajado para la Universidad de UCO.
Ahora, nos decías que este era algo en particular.
Así es, el de Oklahoma Journal es un programa que está en UCO. También fue un concurso, el cual gané. Entonces me siento muy orgulloso de que representando donde yo me gradué de UCO. Entonces, de hecho, es el otro de Dreaming Without Limits, es otro logo donde se hizo una beca.
Okay.
Y yo como Dreamer y de UCO me enorgullece decir que yo hice ese logo y todo eso.
Sí, muy bien, muy bien. Ahora, estabas diciendo algo de que cuando vas a ilustrar algo, entonces, ¿eres ilustrador de libros, de historias o...?
No, es más como la idea, o sea, entonces yo a veces veo la idea y la dibujo,
Okay.
y luego ya la dibujo en la computadora, que viene siendo como ilustrar en computadora, con programas y todo.
Okay.
O sea, entonces se toma tiempo estar detalle por detalle, se puede decir dibujarla en la computadora.
Okay.
O sea, entonces hago dibujos y todo eso, pero lo que más es en la computadora.
¿Cuál es tu logo que te da más orgullo?
Se puede decir que el de mi compañía, mi marca.
Okay.
Este es el que me da mucho orgullo decirlo porque tiene una historia,
Okay.
el cual yo en UCO, como soy graduado de UCO, yo no tenía los recursos. Entonces, de hecho, o sea, yo lo que haría, trabajaba con papel. Entonces, este papel, yo presentaba mis trabajos a papel, como bien lo ven aquí, son trabajos manuales. Y entonces me llevó esta cajita de papel me llevó hasta un premio nacional de diseño gráfico.
Wow.
O sea, entonces me siento muy orgulloso de decir que con una cajita de papel de $5 que me gasté porque no tenía los recursos, me llevó hasta un premio nacional por la Federación de Advertisement.
Okay.
Yo lo tengo. Y por eso se llama The Paper Box. Y de hecho, o sea, si lo llegan a ver, es una P con una cajita, un cubo.
Okay, sí.
Solo representando lo que yo tengo desde la universidad.
Ok, y por fin, esta plataforma que estamos presentando para poder identificar a los artistas en la comunidad, ¿lo ves como un beneficio?
Así es. También una motivación mía fue de que a veces a los diseñadores gráficos no los ven como artistas. Porque dicen, nomás pone colores, letras, dibujitos y ya. No, o sea, se lleva un proceso el cual, o sea, es tomarle esfuerzo y tiempo a una ilustración, el cual se convierte en un concepto de diseño. O sea, entonces, yo como diseñador gráfico hispano, donde somos pocos los diseñadores gráficos hispanos, quiero motivar a otros que vienen detrás de mí. Vi una imagen, ayer la compartí, de decir que un diseñador, ¿cuál era? Un diseñador aprende 2 veces si enseña. O sea, entonces, yo trato de motivar a los que vienen atrás de mí, que quieren ser diseñadores, pero que es muy competitivo en lo americano.
Sí.
So, entonces hay que tratar de como pues sus ideas y todo, motivarlos y tener una motivación.
Muy bien, muy bien. Bueno, pues muchas gracias por acompañarnos hoy. Estamos muy contentos de ya empezar a reconocer a nuestros artistas aquí de nuestra comunidad, y de nuestra comunidad. Artistas de todo, y vamos a venir conociendo más adelante, pero hoy la primera para introducir esta plataforma. Muchas gracias, Víctor.
No, gracias a ustedes.
Y muchas gracias porque como ganador del design recibiste un premio, pero aparte de eso queremos regalarte esta placa muy chica, pero que represente lo que te agradecemos por el trabajo que has hecho.
Sí. Gracias, y pues darles gracias a ustedes también por darme la oportunidad de expresar mi arte, que yo lo veo como arte. O sea, entonces esta plataforma me da más emoción de seguir
Muy bien.
Diseñando.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Pues muchas gracias y nos vemos muy pronto.